So good afternoon, sir. We're from BSAIS 3A and the project that has been assigned to us is audit trials. So first, naggawa po kami ng admin. So sa admin, we have here the login. Sa login, first the user will log in and then if the credentials were verified successfully by the system will record or save the login the database table activity log. So therefore, if any problem persists, we can easily trace in the activity log. So kung sino ba yung person na responsible for the conflict. Thus, activity log can be used during audit of financial records. Sa login po, ang makita is yung default login and yung login using fingerprint. If may internet access yung accounting information system, they can use the default login by inputting employee ID or username and then the password. Then once na mag-click yung login button, in the background, magpa-process na yung AIS. Then after that, it's either access granted or denied. Access granted if the credentials are found in the database. Kaya po siya nakatulong sa database is because chine-check if yung account is tama. If nag-success, simply masisave sa activity log yung login details ng mismong admin, like login date, time, and yung ginawa niyang activity, as well as the device. Access denied naman po is ibig sabihin hindi nahanap yung credentials sa database and then wala siyang ibang mangyayari kundi babalik din ulit dito sa login activity ng particular user, either siya si admin or si user. Sa user, we have the accountant or auditor. If siya ay admin, automatically didiretso siya sa admin dashboard. Then if not, pupunta lang po siya sa user dashboard or panel. So simply, we have the activity log. Yun po yung pinaka-importante. Then if yung AIS naman po is offline without internet access, simply pwede po mag-login yung ating mga user using fingerprint. Yung fingerprint po ay nagpa-process using an external hardware device which is the fingerprint scanner. Kung i-place lang yung fingers dun sa finger scanner and then i-read niya po yung pattern ng particular finger ng user. And kapag nag-match sa credentials sa database, lalabas po ang access granted and then pupunta lang din po siya sa database to record on the activity log of the activity of user. Simply sa device po na activity log, may-record dun yung ginamit na device which is fingerprint scanner. If hindi naman fingerprint scanner yung ginamit, kundi yung normal login, ito nga yung may personal ID tsaka yung password, the password and ma-store lang sila dun sa device and yung ginamit nilang pang login like computer or cellphone. So here, ito na po yung admin dashboard. Pagka-login ni admin administrator ay ayan po ang bubungad. May mga series of graph like bar graph, pie graph, and pictograph. And then sa baba po makikita yung mga numerical values. We keep it hidden by putting X kasi po para secured yung financial data. Pwede naman siya i-on dito sa settings. May makikita kayong settings dyan. And then lalagay mo lang yung password tapos lalabas na siya. Makikita mo na yung kung ano ba yung amount. As always nga po, anything that will do recorded to activity log. Next, we have the generate invoice. So sa generate invoice, essentially in this part, printing the invoice, we also save this activity to the activity log so that when we perform audit, we can trace who is responsible in printing the invoice or any related financial documents. Ito po yung inverse preview. Ibig sabihin, bago po siya i-print, makikita muna kung ayos ba yung layout niya sa papel. And then, kung okay na siya, pwede na ipindutin yung print invoice. Ayan, makikita nyo dyan, may print invoice dyan. Kaya po siya nakakonect sa database simply because kapag nakakonect yung print invoice, sinisave po namin yung activity na ginawa ni admin dun sa activity log, which is print the invoice. Para pag nagkaroon po tayo ng problem, alam po natin kung sino po yung nag-generate or nag-print ng invoice. Now for the continuation, let's have Ms. Castorillo.
And for the view customer details, in this part, when the admin or user updates customer data, simply we're storing it in the activity log for auditing purpose and tracing problems if it arises. Sa actions, meron tayong update and archive. Event triggers like when the user clicks the updates or archive button. Siyempre kapag sinabi po nating admin, may kakayahan siyang mag-edit or mag-archive. Kaya po, archive is because hindi po namin dinidelete yung data. Yun na po kasi yung standard today. Instead of delete data, we're only archive so that we can use it in the future. For example, meron mga error dito sa data na to, nagkamali ng spelling like name, pwede po natin siya i-edit. Then kapag ni-click po yung update, ang mangyayari po nun is magsisave siya sa database kasi i-access niya po yun to edit particular record and then may save activity po dyan na nakalagay which means sinisave din po namin sa na nag-update tayo ng record at kung sino yung record na ni-update. So, mare-record din po siya sa activity log so that we can conduct auditing matrix po natin kung sino yung nag-edit or nagkaroon po ng problem or nag-sabotage, makikita po natin sa database. So, that's why yan po yung ma-offer namin na security auditing trails. Next. And for the activity log, ito naman po ang view ng aming activity log ng admin. Ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina na once na may mag-login na user ay mare-record dito under the column of activity or actions. So in case of may magreklamo na customer ay madali lang, na lang siya matrace dahil nakasave nga po siya sa activity log. This is how the activity log in database look like. It stores the username, activity, date, and time of the activity has done. Activity log can be used while doing an audit in the financial records at the accounting information system. Thus, we can trace if who's responsible for fraudulent activity. An activity log is a record for all the activities performed in accounting information system by a user or system. Here are some of benefits of using an activity of login and AIS. Monitoring of system activities. Activity logs can be used to monitor system activities, such as who access the system when they access it, what changes were made, and who made the changes. This information can be used to detect unauthorized access or changes to the system and investigate any suspicious activities. Next, compliance and audit trail. Activity logs can serve as an audit trail and provide evidence of compliance with regulations and policies. The log can be used to verify that all the transactions and activities are properly recorded and are compliant with relevant laws and regulations. Troubleshooting and problem resolution. Activity logs can be used to troubleshoot problems in the activity by providing a record of the activities leading to the problem. This information can be used to identify the root cause of the problem and take corrective action. Performance monitoring. Activity logs can be used to monitor system performance by tracking the time taken to complete transactions and identify any performance issues. This information can be used to optimize system performance and improve efficiency. Training and user accountability. Activity logs can be used to monitor user activity and ensure that users are using the system correctly. This information can be used to provide training to users and hold them accountable for their actions in the system. Overall, the use of activity logs in AIS can provide valuable information that can use to improve system performance, ensure compliance with regulations, and monitoring user activity. And next. And for the account setting, ito po ay hindi na nawawala sa bawat account ng isang accounting information system. Whether siya po ay admin or accountant or auditor, meron po sila nito so that we can modify our username and password for security purposes. And then when we modify our account, sir, ay sinisave din po namin siya sa database. Saan po sa database? Simply sa activity log. doon po nakalist lahat ng activity. So, ano po yung tsura niya doon? So, masisave po lahat ng update sa setting like the date, time, and more kung kailan nag-update ng account.
So, sa accountant naman po, ito po yung dashboard ni accountant. So, magkakaiba po ng makikita ang bawat user panel nila. Siyempre, si admin po, nasa kanya yung pinakamataas na access. And then, dito po sa accountant, iba din po yung kanyang gagawin compared dun sa admin. So, dito po, ang kaya niyang gawin ay dashboard na accounts receivable, accounts payable, bank and credit cards, inventory, payroll, and account settings. Magkaiba po yung scope ni accountant at admin. So, yun po yung nagagawa niya. So, now let's have Miss be honest.
For the accounts receivable, so account receivable is utilized in audit trails as a key component for verifying and ensuring the accuracy of financial information. Here's a brief explanation of how accountants receivable is used in audit trails. First is examination of sales and revenue recognition. Auditors analyze accounts receivable to verify the validity of sales transactions and the proper recognition of revenue. They review supporting documents such as sales invoices, constructs, and shipping records to confirm that revenue is appropriately recorded in accordance with accounting standards. Next is confirmation of customer balances. Auditors often send confirmation requests to customers to independently verify the accuracy of accountants' receivable and balances. Confirmation helps validate the existence of customer debts and ensure that the reported balances are reliable. The next is assessment of internal controls. Auditors assess the effectiveness of internal controls over accounts receivable processes. They examine procedures for credit approval, invoicing, collections, and reconciliations to determine if adequate controls are in place to mitigate risks of errors or fraudulent activities. Next is detection of fraud. Accounts receivable examine for potential signs of fraudulent activities such as fictitious sales, revenues manipulation, or misappropriation of funds. Auditors look for unusual patterns or red flags that may indicate fraudulent behavior and indicate further investigation as needed. In summary, accounts receivable is utilized in audit trails to verify revenue recognition, confirm customer balances, evaluate internal controls, assess the allowance for doubtful accounts, identify errors or irregularities, and detect potential fraud. It serves as a component in ensuring the accuracy and reliability of financial information during the audit process. So the activity log in accounts payable, accounts receivable plays a crucial role in audit trails by providing detailed record of all activities and events related to the payment roles. Next po. Next slide po. For the accounts payable, this used in audit trails to ensure the accuracy, completeness, and validity of a company's financial records related to its outstanding obligations to vendors and suppliers. Here is a summarized explanation of how So accounts payable is used in audit trails to ensure the accuracy, completeness, and validity of company's financial records related to its outstanding obligations to vendors and suppliers. Here is summarized explanation of how accounts payable is utilized in audit trails. First is verification of vendor invoices. Auditors review vendor invoices to confirm that they are properly authorized, accurately recorded, and supported by appropriate documentation. Second is confirmation of balances. Auditors independently confirm accounts payable of reported liabilities. Third is detection of errors or irregularities. Auditors analyze accounts payable for errors such as duplicate invoices or incorrect postings, as well as irregularities that may indicate potential fraud or unauthorized payments. Last is compliance with payment terms and discounts. Auditors verify that accounts payable transactions comply with payment terms and that any available vendor discounts are accurately recognized. By leveraging accounts payable in audit trails, auditors can validate the integrity of financial information, evaluate internal controls, detect errors or irregularities, and ensure compliance with relevant accounting standards and regulations. While the activity log in accounts payable plays a crucial role in maintaining an effective audit trail, an audit trail refers to a chronological record that tracks activities and transactions within a particular process or system. It helps provide evidence of the integrity, accuracy, and completeness of financial transactions. In the context of accounts payable, the activity log captures and records various actions and events related to the processing of invoices, payments, and other financial activities. For the continuation, here is Mr. Lance.
Thank you, Miss Karen. Bank and credit card. In the role of accountant handling bank and credit card transaction, certain procedure need to follow. The primary responsibility is to record customer card details, balances, and other relevant information. However, this can only be done with the permission of the head or chief accountant. Before many modification or update to the customer card details, you must seek approval from the chief accountant. Once the chief accountant approve your request, you can proceed with recording the necessary changes. However, if the accountant refuses to approve your modification request, the transaction will be canceled. This ensure that any changes made to customer card details authorization. The chief accountant acts as a gatekeepers to ensure accuracy, compliance, and security in the accounting system. And next, inventory management. As an accountant responsible for inventory management, is a crucial po to maintain a comprehensive and transparent accounting information system. Any action performed within this system, such as editing or deleting products, should be properly documented and stored in the database. This is done primarily for the auditing purposes. Storing this action in the database po allows to throughout review and analysis of inventory related activities. It enable auditor or internal stakeholder to track and verify changes made to the inventory system. This is ensure accountability and helps to identifying any discrepancies and irregularities. Additionally po, the activity log plays a vital role in the recording the action taken with the accounting information system. The activity log capture the retains a record of all activity performed including product modification or deleting. This log serves a reference for future analysis, troubleshooting, and resource allocation po. For the continuation naman po, is si Miss Rose Ann Makailaw po.
The payroll summary in audit trails report as a periodical analysis of the payment made to all employees. So in the payroll part, you can see here the employee salary, and of course, it includes the information of the employee here, like their name, designation, the month, the year, total days of month, the leave they take, and the working days they perform. CTC or the CTC of the month. You can also see in this part the thing that they needed to deduct, such as contribution, professional tax, and more. And of course, all the information here will be saved in the database. And of course, all the action that made here will be recorded in the activity log for the future purposes. Next slide, please. For the account settings, in this page, you can update or the user can update their password here. Just click the enter the user, the old password, the new password, and another new password for confirmation. Click the update and it will automatically save in the database. So here is Miss Jessica to continue.
So, next naman po natin is auditor. So, syempre, ang work ni auditor is to audit, check the work of accountant. So, lahat naman po ng ginagawa ni auditor ay automatically masisave sa database ng activity log. So, next. So, sa dashboard po ni auditor, ganun din po, nakasummarize din po yung financial records. Then, pwede po ito i-edit ni auditor yung laman by clicking the filter. Tapos po, click the save para po ma-update yung changes. Then, mag-stored na po yung database ng activity log. Makikita din po dito yung graph ng event or activities na ginagawa. So, simply click the print if gusto ng print copy. Pagka-click nga po sa print ay masisave na siya sa database ng aming activity log. Next. Next, we have the company. Sa company naman po makikita yung about sa aming company. Next po. So, sa subject of audit, dito makikita yung auditor's observation, classification, response auditing, and the target date or responsibility. So, dito inilalagay lahat ng mga actions and observations ni auditor sa reports. And for the continuation, here's Ms. Argusino.
So, for the activity log naman po, this part is very important kay auditor. Yung activity log ni auditor ay banded lang po for financial activities lang and ang nangyayari sa information system. So, let's say na nag-modify si accountant ng balance sheet kay auditor. May kita po yun dito, yung date, time, and the person who did the activity. So, kapag gusto naman po magkaroon ng lahatan na financial report ni auditor, just simply click the generate report and magkakaroon na po. Sa activity log ay mamomonitor lahat ni auditor yung mga possible actions that a particular person has made and malalaman din niya kung sino yung particular person na yun. Next, we have the audit report. So, sa audit report, so ayun po yung nakikita niya sa is sample report lang po yan. Andyan po ang every details na need kapag magagawa ng ang isang auditor ng audit report. So, basically, itong nasa screen is just a sample of auditing report. Lastly, for auditor, we have the account setting. So, just like what I've said earlier, lahat po ng user namin ay pare-parehas lang ng account setting. Kaya po pare-parehas kasi ang iibahin lang naman po kasi talaga ay yung kanilang username or password. So, maalin lang po dun sa dalawa, wala naman po kailangan pang ibahin. Once you click the update, automatically magsisave siya sa database and yung particular activity will be monitored by the activity log of the admins. Since banded nga lang po ang kay auditor, kaya kay admin po siya dediretso yung activity na ginawa. So, For the whole project po, the admin, the accountant, and the auditor, ang ipinrovide po ng security namin is yung activity log and yung pagsisave ng data sa database. So, in future resources, if a individual, a particular user, gusto niyang balikan or nagkaroon ng problem, kailangan niya ulit yung data, pwede po siyang mag-login kung siya si admin, siya ba si accountant o si user, dun sa account na yon, and then pupunta lang siya sa activity log, dun niya po makikita lahat ng kanyang needs. So that's all for our report. Thank you for listening.